Hello everyone, welcome back to the unemployment journey where we will be travelling around Europe's major leagues and trying to win as many trophies as possible. Now where we left off last time, we lost 3-0 to PSV Eindhoven, which broke our little run of good form there. But since then we've bounced back pretty well. 2-0 win over Willem II. Went out in the cup against Go Ahead Eagles, but that's not really much of an issue. Our main focus is the league, and we've won pretty much every game since. We had a mini winter break in which we had a little tour of Cyprus there, but results have been going really well. We tried to get revenge back on Heracles, who beat us in the opening day, but managed to draw 0-0 with them instead. But we're up against FC Twente, who aren't having a great time in the Eredivisie, and we'll look at the table, where they're just above the relegation zone. They should be fine with however many points they've got there. But, our form has pushed us into that little conversation there. We've got 2 games in hand over Vitesse, and if we win both of those, we'll go above them. And we'll be just 3 points behind Utrecht, and hopefully, by the time the season ends, we can overtake them. We are now in February, so the January transfer window has closed. So let me just run you through the transfers quickly. The only major things that have happened is Opoku has left for 250,000. He wasn't getting any games. We weren't playing an attacking midfielder, and he's just not strong enough as a centre forward there. As you can see, he's got 4 games and 1 goal in his time at Warwick. So we're not really going to miss him there. Den Bosch left as well for 195 grand. Again, you can see his stats. He's young, but he's not that great. We've got a little bit of money in for him, and that's fine. On the ins, we managed to bring Guillermo Burdisso in on a free transfer before the January transfer window even opened. He's played 6 games, played relatively well. As you can see, 15 from heading, marking and tackling. Decent defender there. Not pacey anymore, but for this level he'll do fine. If we need to sell him at the end of the year because he's 31, he's getting on a little bit, we can do. He's valued at 3.3 million, which, given that he came in on free, will make a fair bit of money off that. As well as that, we managed to get a few loans in as well. Ramon came in as, well, it was pretty much going to be our first choice left back for the rest of the year. And the main reason I brought him in is because we are paying no wages for him, and there is no loan fee. So he's just playing for us completely for free up until the end of the season. And I really couldn't have asked for a better deal than that. He's a fantastic left back. And he's only 18 as well, but he's going to develop loads while he's here, and we might as well use him for literally no cost up until the end of the year. Kalidou Sidibe comes in as another option in that defensive midfielder spot. He's not the best overall, but we needed some depth there just in case Danny Post or Lee Catamol were not able to play. He's a big guy, 200 centimeters, and he's a fantastic option there. Can play in the centre of midfield as well if we need to move him up a little bit. He looks like a decent box-to-box option as well. Rainier comes in, and he's one of the best prospects on this game, and I was surprised that he wanted to join us on loan. And we're paying 4.3 thousand in wages, but for a player of this quality, I couldn't really ask for anything more. He's going to be trying to play in that attacking midfield spot, or maybe if I can bring him down to a centre midfielder, he can fit in our tactic a bit more. But again, he's here on loan. He's immediately one of our best players, and he should help us push into that Europa League spot. And lastly, Valentin Matlis comes in again for no fee and no wages, so it's a bit of a no-brainer there. As a defensive midfielder or a central midfielder, he can play naturally, and you can see there 15 first touch, 15 passing, 15 tackling. He's a very good technical midfielder, and he's a decent option on that position there. we needed some depth, and we got two or three players in who can play in those centre midfield spots. So going into the game against FC Twente, we're going to be away, and this is our team that we're lining up with here. So we've got Kirschbaum in goal, Decker right back, Ramon at left back. Centre backs are Schaefer and Berdiso. Post keeps his position in defensive midfield. And we've got a new midfield combination of Neudecker at Mazzala and Miljevic at attacking midfield. Advanced playmaker even. And then Costa on the left wing, Roma on the right with Pedro Henrique spearheading that attack. I've got a squad number to give to Matlis. We'll just give him 29. Now I'm hoping that we can build on our form, as they've gone for a very flat 4-4-1-1. Hopefully they just sit back and we can just take the game to them again. They've lost 4 out of their last 5 games, and we've been in good form. Let's show them why. We've got faith in them. Let's get some positivity into the team, and away we go. We'll send the assistant to do the team talk there. And here we go. So they've taken kick off. Pleguizelo on the ball now, and he's punted it up long, and Decker's able to pick that up to Roma picks up the knockdown. Right, we're a minute and a half into this. We've kept a lot of the possession so far. It's a poor goal kick there, but they've kept possession. And Busquets on the ball now. Back to Verdonk. Plays it forward to Espinosa. Now there's a lot of space for Abujania to move into. Plays it out wide to Nelson, who's got a run on there. And great block there by Ramon. Bruno Costa picks it up and plays it inside to Danny Post, who's played it out wide into space to Decker. And there's a lot of space in front of him. What can he do with this? Plays it back to Berdiso, and we're being very slow with it today. Plays it forward to, and Gregory Nelson picks up the ball, plays it to Cantapuliana, and that's a great block there. But we shouldn't have given them that position to move into there. As time moves forwards, Danny Post has a free kick from deep, puts it in. Pedro Henrique is there, and that's blocked. He can pick up the ball though, but he's knocked that out for a throw-in. Not a great first touch there from the centre forward. And the ball has now moved out wide to Bruno Costa. Plays it back to Ramon. And he surges up the left wing. What can he do with this? Plays it inside to Danny Post, who plays it forward to Miljevic. And the ball to Pedro Henrique has been found, and that's a great save by Drommel. Bruno Costa to take the resulting corner kick, and Drommel saves that. I'm going to speed the match engine up a little bit. I don't know why it's being a little bit slow. So during highlights, just slightly faster. So Kirschbaum's now got the goal kick. Plays it to Schaefer. Plays it forward to Neudecker. Now can he run forward with this? Plays it inside to Miljevic. Now there's a lot of players in front of him. Big wall from the FC Twente defense there. Decker plays it inside to Post. Plays it forward to Roma. And what can he do here? And that's a poor effort there. And Drommel picks it up. We are getting in behind him, and that's a very encouraging thing. It's just time to get creative a little bit, and hopefully they look inspired. Hopefully that can result into something tangible. They are cracking a little bit more efforts than we are towards goal, but I think we've had the better quality chances here. Alright, the goal kick, Nelson's picked up, and he's played it back to Neudecker. Bruno Costa picks it up now. What can he do? Pedro Henrique's got the run on goal, and his effort is straight at the goalkeeper, but he's offside anyway, so it wouldn't have counted even if it was scored. That was a booking for Berdiso in there towards the end of the first half. It's decent. We can do better than this though. Just assertively tell them that I'm not happy with them, and hopefully that should inspire them to do something good with this. Right, we've kicked off. Now it might be one of those highlights where it starts off the half and just goes into nothing, and that's exactly what's happened there. We're not controlling the game as much as we have in previous games, especially the ones just before this. So it looks like Ramon's been making a few mistakes in there as well. There's a few players out there that just aren't playing well, and we're about an hour into the game and we're just not going anywhere with this. So let's make some changes. Rainier can come in for Neudecker. We've got two good options here. What I might do is move it like that, or even let's get a little bit creative with this. Oh, we've missed a goal. Discard all that. What's happened here? Danny Poster scored from apparently 25 yards out. He's got a free kick and he's whipped that into the top corner there. Fantastic strike from Danny Post. Just as I was about to make some changes, a goal comes in. Right, now Zucchini is breaking forwards and we're chasing him quite nicely there. Holsh has picked up the ball though. He's played it out wide to Gregory Nelson, and that's been deflected out for a corner. Zucchini's taking the ball in and Schaefer will pick that up. Can he clear it? No, he plays it back to Decker inside, who then clears it out to Roma, and that's a fantastic first touch. And he's got a few defenders in front of him and wins the corner there. Right, now before we take this, I am going to make some changes, just because I want to try something a little bit different here. And what I'll do is I'm going to take Roma off for Rainier. I'm going to move him inside, move Miljevic in there as well. Actually going to have Rainier sitting in the middle between Miljevic and Costa on that side, and then I'm going to stick either Lindhorst or Van Ooyen. I'm going to lean with Van Ooyen on this one, in for Post, who I know scored the goal. He's looking a little bit tired out there, and go to something like this, so he can deep lying playmaker like that. Then we can stick, actually if we have a couple of things like this where we've got two maybe shadow strikers on the end and then one advanced playmaker on support there, and who's the best playmaker? I'd probably go with that. Rainier's a good finisher there, so is Miljevic is 11. Yeah, let's go with this, and then we've got one change to make, so if it's not working I can do something else. Right, a couple of players looking nervous out there. Let me just demand some more, but they've picked up the ball. Abujania plays it out to Zucchini, and the ball comes in and that's cleared out. Oh, they've still got it, and that's a great save by Kirschbaum there, but it looks like it was offside, so it wouldn't have counted anyway. Right, there's a little bit of time left on, 10 minutes left. We can build some fitness up if we take, say, Neudecker off and stick Sidibe on, and we'll swap those two around and we'll change him to ball winning midfielder on support there, or even defend, just to protect the lead a little bit. And as time ticks away, it looks like that's going to be all for the game, except there's a minute left on the clock and thrones come in. Bruno Costa to Van Ooyen, back to Ramon, to Van Ooyen again. Miljevic picks it up into Sidibe. Bruno Costa now. He's found Rainier breaking on the right hand side, and that's out for a corner. Right, one last chance. We've picked up a lot in the second half. Very good second half performance here. Bruno Costa swings the ball in. Schaefer's beaten in the air, but Miljevic picks it up. And what can he do here? He's played it inside to Schaefer. And we're keeping the ball. Sidibe picks it up to Van Ooyen. Back to Sidibe. Rainier now. Swings it out wide to Miljevic. And that's the final whistle. And we've picked up the win here. 1-0 over Twente. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Good win. Well done, boys. And that is that. We've picked up the win. We've moved up the table into 6th. We've still got a game in hand there. So win that and we are 2 points above Vitesse in 41 points. And even though we haven't got a goal difference on our side, I still think that we do have a possibility of sneaking into the 4th position there if Utrecht drop a few points. But very happy with that. Keeps our momentum going into the next few games. And we do play Utrecht next month. And I think that would be a good one for us to play, given how many stakes are involved in trying to get into that Europa League spot. And I think that's going to be a really pivotal game in the race for the Europa League. And so that's where we'll go for next game. Thank you for watching. And make sure you do leave a like on the video, subscribe for future episodes, and click the notification bell to make sure you never miss a video. Okay, thank you.